October 1st, 2001. It was a Monday afternoon. Archery season had just opened the Saturday before, and I left work early to go out hunting. That's when I had my motorcycle accident. It ended my hunting season. I didn't make it out the rest of the year. The following fall, I was feeling better and I was very excited to be well enough to venture out into the woods. I was anticipating a beautiful opening day of archery. I had done my scouting, I had a great stand location picked out, and there was a lot of deer sign. I was brimming with anticipation. As is my habit, I was in my stand and quiet well before first light. Just as the sky was starting to lighten up, I thought I saw a faint light a couple hundred yards away. Much to my dismay, a hunter, who clearly hadn't planned as well as I had, was just now walking into the woods, into the area that I was hunting. I pulled out my flashlight and I turned it on to try and signal him of my presence so he could move on to another location. Apparently he saw it because he decided to stop right there, about 100 yards away from me, and he proceeded to climb a tree with his climbing stand and hunt right there. The worst part about this was he was actually between the fields and me, cutting off the deer before they would get to me. I sat there in disbelief, frustrated and upset at what I assumed now would be a fruitless hunt. In the grander scheme of things, it really wasn't that big of a deal, but it had been a long, difficult year, and I was really looking forward to a turnaround. About an hour after he'd situated himself in what I was considering to be my hunting area, I heard the unmistakable sound of a bow shot, followed by a lot of commotion. I stood to get a better look at what was going on, and I saw a deer running from him toward me. I drew my bow and waited as a very nice 8-point slowed to a trot and then to a stop, 18 yards from the base of the tree that I was in. There was not a mark on the deer from his encounter with the other hunter, so I released my arrow and watched as the deer ran about 50 yards before dropping. I had just harvested the biggest deer of my life, even to this day. The truth is, that deer may never have come past me if it hadn't been for that other hunter taking his shot. God doesn't owe me anything. God doesn't owe anyone anything. I'm a sinner, rightly deserving judgment, living in a world that has been marred and corrupted by sin. When things don't go the way I think they should go, they're actually going exactly the way they should go. I don't have any right to expect any good thing. But sometimes God, in His mercy, intervenes and blesses me unexpectedly. That other hunter had every right to be there, and I had no right to be upset about it. God chose to allow me to have a successful hunt that day, despite my attitude. I'm amazed at a God who chooses to show me favor when clearly none is deserved. Look around you today and find things to be thankful for, to be grateful for, and acknowledge the God that blesses you in your life.